Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to have you guys back, and again I'm really excited about today's video. So today's video has been highly requested by you guys, and I'm more than excited to share, and that is my skincare routine. So my skincare routine is pretty simple, so this is going to be a very brief video. But before we dive in, I just wanted to clarify that again, I'm not a dermatologist, and this is just me sharing with you things that I've done in my routine that have made my skin healthier and more supple and have given me that glow that you guys have been asking about. We all have different skins, and it's important for you to understand the kind of skin that you have before you proceed with any routine, because different skin types have different needs. And on that note, I think it's important for me to also mention that I personally have a dry skin, and a dry skin, I want to say, is easier to manage because it's easy to moisturize than to demoisturize. So I have a dry skin and it's pretty low maintenance. So if you have a dry skin, this is going to definitely be a video that you might pick something from. So my skincare routine usually starts in the evening. When I come back from my day, I usually wear makeup to the office. So when I get home, the first thing that I want to do is take off my makeup. And what I do to take off my makeup is my favorite makeup remover is the Clinique Take the Day Off makeup remover. It's really good for any kind of makeup, whether it's a matte makeup or an oil-based makeup, mascara, you name it, it's pretty good. So when I don't have my Clinique remover, or when I don't choose my Clinique remover, what I really like to use is my olive oil. So I'll just apply some olive oil on my skin, especially the areas where I wear the makeup. And like I've told you guys before, I don't really wear that much eye makeup. Sorry, I don't wear foundation or concealer. So what I always have is just eye makeup and lip makeup. So I'll make sure that those specific areas are well rubbed. So I'll rub my eyes and my entire face just basically with that oil, and then I will go over with the wipe and remove it. If you don't use a wipe, you can use dry tissues. Just make sure they are soft facial tissues, or you can just use a face towel just to rub that off. The only thing you need to know about a face towel is because oil based, it's going to be that much harder for you to wash out of your face towel. So I think the best thing for me to use is just wipes. So once I am done removing my makeup, the next thing I'm going to do is just take a shower. You guys know I use the Dove shower gel. If I don't use Dove, I actually use Geisha. It's very old school, but I like it, and I like the fact that the tablet lasts really long, so I just use that on my skin. During the times I do exfoliate and do a deep pore cleansing twice or thrice a week, and that's just to keep my skin nice and clean. So when I'm doing an exfoliation, I will instead of using the ordinary soap, I will do a scrub, and my favorite scrub to use is an apricot scrub, my favorite brand being Eden. So I will use my Eden apricot scrub, and I'll just apply that on my body, rub that everywhere, and then go over with a loofah and rinse it off. In lieu of that particular scrub, what I do as a home-based kind of scrub is I'll get my shower gel and add sugar and make a paste in my hands, and then apply that all over my body, and I find that works really well. I just need to rub that all over my entire body, and again go over with a loofah and rinse it off. If I don't have a shower gel, or if you don't have a shower gel, the other option you could use is you could just get your tablet soap and make a lather in your hands, with that soap and water, and again add sugar, and then use that as a scrub on your body. Again, go over with a loofah for that extra exfoliating, and then rinse it off. And that is pretty much it. Once I'm out of the shower, I don't usually wear any moisturizer at night. I usually allow my skin to breathe. And also, growing up, if you've grown up in Africa, you know this, or if you've grown up in Uganda, you know this, that usually after our showers we were never usually allowed to go to bed with oil or moisturizer on, because our parents always said we would soil our sheets. I don't know how you guys were raised, but in my home when I was younger, we never went to bed with moisturizer or Vaseline or whatever it was, for fear of soiling our sheets. So, and that has stuck with me. So I usually allow my skin to breathe at night, and that's usually on a normal basis. But I also do struggle with seasonal acne, and this is usually due to changing hormones. So when I do have a breakout, I like to use benzoyl peroxide. That's my go-to product. And what I do is I will just apply that on my skin after my shower and let that stay overnight. I prefer to apply my skincare treatments at night because they work better away from the UV rays of the sun. That's one. And two, some of them are not very pleasant to look at. So I would feel more comfortable to have that on my skin at night, and so I can wash it off in the morning and then proceed with my day normally. So that is basically my evening skin. So now into the morning skincare routine. So what I usually do in the morning when I wake up is I will obviously clean my skin. Again, same procedure. It will be either with my shower gel or my tablet soap. Scrub my skin with a loofah. And the key thing for me is, if I want to do a really deep cleanse of my skin and I'm tempted to use warm water, I will do that in the evenings always. And in the morning, I always stick to a cold shower. It doesn't matter how cold it is, it doesn't matter what's going on in my life, I will always stick to a cold shower. I think the only times I've taken a warm or a hot shower in the morning is if I am really ill or just after baby. But apart from that, I prefer to do just a cold shower in the morning. I find that it, wakes me up. I feel like it gives me that energy boost. I am a cold morning shower person, no matter how cold it is. So I'll just take a cold shower in the morning and then proceed. So like I said, twice or thrice a week, I like to exfoliate and also do a deep pore cleanse. So my exfoliations I usually do at night, and my deep pore cleansings I do in the morning. So for my deep pore cleansing, I actually don't use any cosmetic products to do my cleansing, but there's a lot of cleansers that you could use. Personally, I just use salt and warm water. So I'll again just get a cup, put some salt, put some warm water, dissolve the salt in the warm water to taste, make sure it's nice and salty, and then I'll rinse my face multiple times until that water is finished. Once that water is finished, I will rinse that cup or container, and then pour in there just room temperature water, and I will go again over my face, rinse off that extra salt, and also to help close my pores with that room temperature or cold water on my face, and that should basically do it. As a person with a dry skin, my key need is to keep my skin moisturized. So in the morning when I'm done with my shower, I do 2 layers of moisturizing. So I do an oil, and I also do a body whip, which is what somebody would call a cream or a lotion. So my oil, I usually use either coconut oil or olive oil. Like I said, olive oil is my best friend. I use it for almost everything. I use it for my hair, I use it for my skin, I use it in my kitchen. But I usually apply olive oil on my skin, and also a body whip. So what I usually do is I first go over with olive oil, and then I apply my sunscreen. I really like to apply sunscreen. I know it might seem a bit extra for us people with melanin and who stay here, and I know that I haven't experienced sunburn before, so that's not a fear that I have, and it might seem a bit extra, but I have noticed that my skin behaves significantly better when I have when I apply sunscreen. It looks much nicer and much more supple, and much as I don't really get that many hours of sunlight, I think it's a force of habit that I'm used to using sunblock. So I will apply my sunscreen or sunblock, and then after that I will apply my body whip. Once that is done, that is basically my morning skincare routine. Like I said, I don't use any, fancy products. And what I'll do is I'll just usually wear my makeup, and that's just about it. So I know my skincare routine is pretty simple and almost unbelievable, but that's as simple as it gets. But before I conclude this video, I just wanted to just add a few tips that I think will be helpful, because they were helpful for me. My skin is not always healthy and looking nice and glowing. I do also struggle, like I said, with seasonal acne. I've been exposed to, skin conditions before, and also I have times when my skin is just not happy. So I have a few tips that help, that I've found help, with my skin. Tip number one is to always keep your skin clean. Now, I'm not saying that, you're not a hygienic person or you're not taking good care of your skin, but extra hygiene is very, very important if you want your skin to be nice and beautiful and glowing. Number one, as you have noticed that in my skincare routine, that it's much as I have a dry skin, I actually go an extra mile to make sure my skin is that much clean, because it's mostly that clogs up our pores and makes our skin look, unhappy. Again, exfoliating really helps to remove that layer of old, dead skin, and just reveal a new, fresh, supple looking, radiant skin. Also, other things like change your towels very often, because every time you're using the same bath towel, you're introducing the same germs on your skin, and that's also not helpful, regardless of how well you think you're cleaning your skin. Change your pillowcase as often as possible, because you sleep on that thing all night, and it's just, all the sweat of the night. If you're sleeping on that thing for like over 7 days, you are exposing your skin to dirt and germs, and your skin is definitely going to show it's not happy. So do change your pillowcase. If you want to dedicate a specific towel just for your face, especially the face is very sensitive, so if you can dedicate just a special, towel for your face, that would be helpful. Also, when I was in school, where our homes were basically our beds, and you would have people, come to see you, and they would sit on your bed and touch your pillows. I actually used to change my pillows when I would go to sleep at night, just to make sure I was putting my face on a clean pillow. Also, this is a bit extra, but I have heard that it helps to actually use silk pillowcases on your sleeping pillow, because we have a lot of decorative pillows, but you probably don't sleep on all of them. So a silk pillowcase on your sleeping pillow really helps your skin to rest on a surface that's not rough, and that's not rubbing against it, and it's not too unkind to your skin. So that would be also helpful. Again, on the subject of hygiene, avoid touching your face. Just, if you have no reason to touch your face, don't touch your face, because these hands are exposed to so many germs, and every time you keep touching your face, you keep introducing this dirt to your hands. And another pro tip, and I know this is something probably a lot of people don't do: before you shower, before you start your bath, the first thing you want to do is wash your hands. It sounds a bit but I want you to test yourself. How many of you guys actually wash your hands before you begin to shower? Most people, when they step into the bathroom, you pick your loofah, you pick your soap, and then you get going. But it's important for you to wash your hands before you start to actually shower. Tip number 2 is hydrate. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Your skin will definitely show when it's not happy. Your skin will look that much more miserable if it's not well hydrated. So you hydrate from the inside out. You see that like I said, I have a dry skin, and my main goal is moisturization. That's the main need of my skin. But my moisturization is both on the skin and from the inside out. So I drink a ton of water. And for guys out there who can't take water, feel free to probably take a juice or a tea or something. Just keep yourself hydrated. My next tip, which is tip number 3, is your diet. Keep your diet as healthy as possible, especially if you have oily, sensitive skin. You want to stay away from things like junk, from extra oily foods, and you want to eat more wholesome, green, natural, foods. Have your vegetables, have your fruit, and again, hydrate. If you cannot get these nutrients, 2 supplements that I've found that really help is omega-3 fatty acids, and you can get that off the counter. I get mine, I think, at 10,000 a strip, and that's a strip of 10. So for a 1 month supply of omega-3, that's just 30,000, which I'm pretty sure is affordable. So omega-3 is really good, and also vitamin D. You can also get that off the counter in any pharmacy. My next tip is to keep your skincare routine simple, especially if you have really sensitive skin. You don't have to buy the most expensive products. Again, I said my skin is low maintenance, but also my skin is not really exposed to, so you guys have not seen me bring out some special products. It's not like I use 6 things on my skin. I just keep it really simple and it works. So especially if you're strapped, if you're working with a really limited budget, it doesn't make sense for you to just one day go buy something really expensive that is not sustainable for you. So you want to have a skincare routine that is both sustainable in terms of it's not too expensive, but also very simple. Because for example, if I travel to any part of the world, I would survive comfortably, because again, my skincare routine is not complicated. So unless the conditions in that environment don't favor my skin, I'm actually not worried that I'm going to have issues with getting my products and having to have them shipped from home, because again, very simple. My next tip is please understand and respect your skin type. I've said that in the beginning. We all have different skins and we all have different needs. So please find out what your skin likes and make sure you're giving your skin what it likes. Don't just do what everybody else is doing, because what works for me may not work for you. So respect that, respect your skin, discover the kind of skin you have and the needs that it has, and do something that is suitable just for your skin type. One last tip before I go, I wanted to share with you guys is to do with aftershave and shaving bumps. This is something I've really struggled with. And number 1 is to use a hair removal technique that works for you. Different people use different things. Some people use shaving, some people use hair removal cream, some people use waxing. But for aftershave, I actually like to use a lemon, and this is something that I learned recently. I used to have a lot of trouble with shaving bumps and ingrown hairs, but what I do nowadays is once I'm done, I'll just slice up a lemon and squeeze out the juice and use that as my aftershave. Also, if I do actually get bumps, I've found that acne creams help a lot. You can actually comfortably use an acne cream for your aftershave, and you will not get any shaving bumps. Like I said, I use benzoyl peroxide for my acne, and then I comfortably use it to help with any shaving bumps. I think that is it for today. I think I've done enough talking. I really hope that this video, given even just how simple it is, that helped somebody out there with your skin situation. Again, I was more than excited, more than happy to shoot today's video, because it's a request that I've had, coming from you guys since I joined YouTube. So I was really excited to shoot. If you have any skincare routine or any tips that you have incorporated in your skincare that you found really helpful, please share them in the comments down below. I find that we all learn from each other, and it would be nice. I find that skin is something that a lot of people struggle with, so I'm pretty sure very many people would appreciate your input. So please do share with me in the comments skincare tips that you found helpful from this video, but also things that you didn't hear from me but you found really work for you. And I would like to again reiterate that I would love it very much if you guys commented in the comment section of my videos. Even the requests for this video mostly came through my other social media like Facebook, WhatsApp. But if you want me to, share information on a certain topic, or if you want to give me feedback, or if you have any questions, please don't be afraid to comment. Even if it's a suggestion about how I am, you know, how I presented my content, still share in the comments below. I want to see, you know, some activity from you guys in my comment section. So that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, but I have to go now, and bye guys.